So because the pastor did not come and visit you in the hospital, that was his offense. The pastor, you were sick, your enemy was sick and he didn't come. He only sent you text message. Many people have neglected their pastor, stopped going to the same church, have gone to another church. You know, when we see new members in church, we are supposed to be asking genuine questions. Before a church should embrace somebody, we should contact the pastor. That's supposed to be. You don't have any right to have attended a church in this land and come to another church in the same land. It should be that you travel. So even upon being traveled, a new location will now contact the former pastor and say, hello, God bless you, sir. Somebody came here and said he came on job transfer or something, and he has attended our church. We wanted to confirm. Say, yeah, it's true. God bless you. He's from a member. All right. But now, someone can get angry at his pastor for little thing and can go to the next church beside the other one, and will go and be ordained as a deacon. So we have come to a generation whereby even pastors now can't correct again. We are careful to rebuke because you have choices. The word only. Send the word only. So because the pastor did not come and visit you in the hospital, that was his offense. The pastor, you were sick, your enemy was sick and he didn't come. He only sent you text message. We want a generation that in the midst of crisis, your man of God or a friend of yours, it doesn't have to be your man of God, a fellow believer can send you peace. Just a 5-letter word, peace. And that can settle you. And you are rejoicing, I just had God. How many times in a day have you come across God's voice? It did not satisfy you. You are looking for something mystical. Something mystical. People are no longer looking for God, though. Because if it is God they are seeking for, it's not that complex. In fact, they met God, bypassed God, and are still looking for something mystical. It will shock you that if they open the gate of heaven to some of us, after meeting God, we will still... You know that song we are singing on Baba Loju Ko Roju. After you see Baba, say, I want to go when you go to Revelation. You know, we are the 24 elders. Because if you come back to my generation with an encounter of God, it will not sell. But if you come and say, the name of the first elder is Raphael, and say the name of the second elder, people will buy the book. Meanwhile, scripture is full of the books of God that El Shaddai, El Elyon, Jehovah, Jireh, Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah Shammah, the Almighty, Adonai, Elohim, Yeshua, all kinds of the names of God. If those names are not sufficient to dry your fountain of blood, then a book that is contained the names of elders in heaven will not heal you. If a documentation of the name and the act of God is not sufficient to meet your need, then another book that speaks of angels and the 24 elders even will not do you. Let's set our priorities aright. Let's know what we are looking for.